No.
You told Officer Rodriguez that you could hear him wailing and that's why you drove around, right?
Yes.
But you didn't tell Officer Rodriguez that you had shot Pedro, right?
No.
You lied to him when you told him that the last time you saw Pedro was 30 or 40 minutes prior to his death, right?
Yes.
You lied about Pedro's friend just leaving in a white van, right?
Yes.
A van that officers actually spent their time frantically searching for, right?
I believe so.
A search that only happened because you lied to them, right?
Yes.
You told him that Pedro was a truck driver and not into any shit, right?
I wasn't trying to assassinate his character.
You told Officer Edwards that Pedro wasn't a bad guy, right?
He's not.
And that nobody would do this to him, right? That's what you told him?
I shouldn't have.
Except you, because you shot Pedro, right?
I had to.
You told Officer Edwards that Pedro had a pass, but that was a long time ago, right?
Yes.
That's been over 10 years, right?
Yes.
You told him Pedro was a good guy, right?
He was.
Officer Edwards was actually pretty nice to you, right?
I don't remember who was who anymore.
He let you go into your home?
Okay.
He let you use the bathroom?
Yes.
When Detective Danny Morales came, you actually got aggressive with him though, right?
Not at all.
You threw a chair at him, right?
No, I didn't.
When he started patting you down, you actually realized what he was going to find, that key to that Chevy Trax, and you tried to hide it, right?
I don't believe he himself even patted me down.
And that's the same Trax that you hid Pedro's belongings in, right?
I never hid anything.
Because you didn't want anyone to know that you were hiding his things, right?
I never hid anything.
When you went to headquarters, the police headquarters, you were actually angry, right?
I was.
And you told officers that you wouldn't put clean clothes on, right?
No, I didn't.
You actually said to them that you wouldn't put that shit on when they try to give you clean clothes, right?
Oh, yes.
You asked them why they were treating you like you were the one who did it, right?
Yes.
Even though you knew that you did kill Pedro, right?
Yes.
You told them that you got into a car accident, right?
My truck a couple days prior.
Okay. And that's what you told them the bruises came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And you even said that Pedro didn't cause those bruises, right?
Yes.
Now, when Detective Janoris and Detective Cruz were getting background information on you, you actually agreed with them that you guys lived together, right?
No.
He paid rent for that home?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Because he actually lived there.
Not anymore.
You told them that you weren't allowed to have friends, right?
I couldn't.
And you told them that you couldn't have social media, right?
But I still hid it.
You had an Instagram.
Just because I wasn't allowed to have it doesn't mean I didn't go behind his back when he was gone and still download it.
You had Facebook.
Same.
And you had a TikTok.
I wouldn't consider that social media.
Even though you told officers, you lied to officers and said you weren't allowed to have social media, right?
I wasn't allowed to have it at all.
You even told officers that you weren't allowed to see your cousins, right?
I wasn't, which is why we had to sneak around.
Even though 5 days prior, you claim your cousin David was at your house, right?
And look what happened.
Now, that was an incident that you said you forgot about, right?
What do you mean?
You weren't worried about that anymore, right?
I never said I forgot about anything.
And you weren't afraid of Pedro after that, right?
Like I said, when he was sober, he was a good guy. He was a monster when he was on drugs.
You had cameras at your house, right?
I did.
The cameras recorded everything, right?
I did.
And they captured days, weeks, months prior, right?
Yes.
And those cameras would capture people coming and going from your house, right?
Yes.
Including David, right?
Yes.
including Pedro, right?
Yes.
You told him that he was staying at the house on and off, right? Pedro was staying on and off at your house.
Yes.
And you said that he actually had a severe mental disorder because he would accuse you of cheating on him and sending naked pictures of yourself to other men, right?
Objection, relevance.
Oh, we're talking about the totality of the relationship. I'm not speaking about right then and there. I'm speaking to the officers about years on end, how he was.
So let me ask my question again.
I left him in February.
If you can let me ask my question, excuse me. You said that he had a severe mental disorder
Definitely did.
and would accuse you of cheating on him with other men and sending other men naked pictures of yourself, right?
Yeah.
And you denied that, right?
To him?
Yes.
Yeah, previously.
Okay. But you actually were doing that, right?
At this point in time, yeah, I was.
Okay. You told him that he would stay at his parents' house if he didn't stay at your home, right?
Yes.
And you also told them that's where he would stay if he didn't sleep at his, or excuse me, that's actually a house that you would stay at too, if you weren't staying at your own home, right?
The only time I lived there was years before that incident. You're speaking maybe 6, 7 years ago.
Okay. The night you killed Pedro, he went to a friend's house, right?
Yes.
He was there late.
Yes.
You were actually annoyed that he was there late.
No.
You knew his friends picked him up and he went over there earlier that day, right?
Yes.
And because it was late, you actually told your mom that you were going to go back and pick this, quote, idiot up, right?
Yes.
Because you said he was probably drunk off his ass, right?
Yes.
He didn't ask you to pick him up.
He did.
He didn't demand for you to pick him up.
Before he left, he did.
He
didn't
didn't?
have a way to get out. He didn't have a way to leave.
He didn't threaten you if you didn't pick him up, right?
No.
You actually said that you went on your own and it wasn't, quote, a problem for you to go pick him up, right?
Because he didn't call me right then and there.
Now, you got to Enriquez's house, right?
Yes.
And you waited for Pedro outside, right?
At first.
But according to you, he was taking too long, right?
Yes.
So you went inside.
Yes.
And you weren't afraid of him then.
No.
You drove him after that to get here, right?
Yes.
And you guys were fighting about him, you cheating on him while you drove, right?
As it started, yeah.
And you continued lying to him about your infidelity, right?
Yes.
And then you went home, right?
Yes.
You didn't tell the police that he choked you, right?
There was a lot of things I didn't tell them.
You didn't tell him that he attacked you, right?
Yes, I did.
And you said to them that that night, all you did was argue and then laugh and then argue and then laugh, right?
I told them before he was shot that he grabbed me by my hair and he threw me on the floor before I grabbed the gun.
Now, after all of that, after Pedro had left, you went outside to smoke a cigarette, right?
Yes.
And Pedro wasn't home, right?
No.
He actually had left the home at that point, right?
Yes.
You had the gun, right?
Yes.
You saw Pedro, right?
He crept up from the back of the house. Yeah.
You admitted at that point that you were cheating on him, right?
Yes.
And you were holding the gun at the point, right?
I wasn't holding it. It was next to me on the floor.
And he told you that you were going to sleep outside that night, right?
That was after he threw me on the floor.
And he ran, right?
He ran in my house.
And you fired as he ran, right?
Yes.
And his back was facing you, right?
Yes.
He was running away, right?
No. He was running to the house.
After you shot him, you actually mocked him and said, "It's not like I hit a major artery, you'll be fine," right?
It's not quoted right.
Please, feel free. What did you tell him?
I said, do you want to go to the hospital? I could have hit a major artery. You'll be fine. And it wasn't to mock him. I was speaking so fast and my adrenaline was through the roof. I was a big guy. You know what it's like to get hit by somebody that's 6'4", 260 pounds?
And instead of helping him, even possibly saving his life, you actually went and hit that firearm, right?
I couldn't find him at first.
The gun you hid was the same gun you used to kill him, right?
Yes,
Then you hid the casing, right?
I never got a casing.
The casing that the police never found, right?
It didn't look good enough.
You told police, though, that you said to him right after shooting him, where are you going, where are you at, right?
Yes.
But that's actually not true, right?
I said something before, you can hear it in the audio. I'm not sure exactly what it was.
And when Detective Janorz confronted you with what you actually said, you changed your story, didn't you?
I didn't change it, I just honestly was lost.
You said you could only remember bits and pieces at this point, right?
Yes.
That you don't remember saying anything to him, right?
I didn't remember saying anything at first.
But that's actually not the only time you changed your story about what you said to Pedro after you shot him, right?
I'm not certain.
Okay. Because you said you had called out to him and said you take him to the hospital if you really did hit him, right?
I did say that.
That's not what you said, though, right?
I did say that.
Because you were angry, right?
But I did tell him that I was going to take him to the hospital.
And you were mad as hell, right?
I was.
You shot Pedro as he ran away and you killed him, right?
He didn't run away from me.
I have no further questions.
All right, can you redirect?
That's right.